Our next speaker is Joe Lott, Reimagining Civic Engagement for Young Men of Color.
How y'all doing this evening? I have a question for you. What if we truly embrace the creativity of young men of color in social design? We are at an all-hands-on-deck moment, seemingly in this country, where our rights feel like they're threatened. Our right to vote, our right to due process, our right to freely express ourselves. Now more than ever, we have to be more intentional about bringing young men of color into the social design space. My goal as a researcher is to design safe and effective spaces for young men of color so they could bring in their lived experience in the social design space. One of the challenges is that men of color often aren't asked to be involved in social change, and traditional campus spaces don't accommodate their authentic selves. We aim to change that with the Brotherhood Initiative, which I founded over 10 years ago. It was designed because we realized that a lot of young men of color are in educational environments that weren't designed for them. So we leverage high-impact practices such as leadership, research opportunities to increase their chances of success. We also focus on increasing their civic mindedness and expose them to different ways that people have engaged in social change, particularly from a community-based perspective. We realize that sometimes their potential is inhibited by being in a large, predominantly white institution where they might face cultural isolation, racial bias, a lack of supportive networks. And one way to truly unlock their potential is to have them engaged in social change projects. So about 4 years ago, we started the Positive Social Change Challenge with the Brotherhood Initiative. And it was to merge entrepreneurship and social change. We initially wanted to solve the racial wealth gap by teaching students entrepreneurship, but a student's desire to solve homelessness led us to create a social change lab. So the Social Change Challenge is for our second-year students in the BI. It's a year-long class where they have to work with community-based organizations and members to first understand what complex social problems are that face communities and design with the community so it can be a sort of collaborative and impactful approach. Ethical social design is also a part of what we do, and it privileges equity, justice, and the well-being of marginalized communities, and we take that very seriously in the Brotherhood Initiative. There have been some amazing projects that have come out of the Social Change Challenge. The Digital Tether project, led by students from immigrant backgrounds, was designed to promote digital literacy among immigrants. The issue was when some of our students' family members came to the US, sometimes they didn't know how to access the internet. And when they did, some bogus websites came up. So you know what these students did? They designed and developed a Google Chrome extension to filter out bogus websites. Other exciting projects that come out of there to address food sovereignty in Native communities. We're trying to prevent forest fires, promoting healthy attitudes towards mental illness. I mean, it's a range. It's been over 4 years of these projects. The impact on students have been profound. They have a deeper understanding of social issues. They're deeply connected in the community by working with folks. And some have even shifted their career and academic aspirations to be involved in social change. So it's truly been exciting. So I want to take this time and invite you to come work with us and open up the design space for social change for our students and the Brotherhood Initiative. You can introduce us to community networks or people who might want to learn and work with our students. Your financial contribution can support student projects. That's right. We need money and innovation. You can do that. But now is the time that we have to be more intentional about engaging young folks, particularly young men of color who have been historically left out of the social change process. We are doing that in the Brotherhood Initiative, and I invite you to come work with us. Thank you.